What's going on, everybody? Eric Lindquist at Stochastic here on the Odd Shopper channel, coming to you with another edition of Lindy's, Leans, Likes, and Locks. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Goes a long way for me on this video. Goes a long way for you. You become a prize whenever great betting content is going live here at our little neck of the YouTube woods. Oh my God. Cleveland. What a heart attack that was today. Oh my God. Celtics have 3 overtimes in your last 2 games. Why not? Screw it. Just enjoy it. Well, I enjoyed it because, again, bet against you today. -1.5, -2. I only got in at 2.5 because I was an idiot and didn't fire it up right when I was recording that video yesterday. But got -2.5, got the money line, got everything across with Cleveland. I hope you listened and I hope you tuned in right away. That is why I do these videos the night before. The damn line closed at 8.5. We're talking massive value if you bet early. That is what I'm here to do. So, for all the videos, for all the times that I'm not able to give you help and fire up the most, timely news, be able to react to all of that for you, I hope that it can make up for it when I'm able to give you such great plays like that Cleveland number that if you caught it early, you made some serious money. And if you bet it after 4, it would be, oh boy, I'm sorry. Bet365, though, we have a great new sponsor here on our program, so check that out. Bet365 is only available in 4 states. 4 states right now. If you're located in New Jersey, Colorado, Ohio, or Virginia, those 4 states, stay tuned because I've got the coolest offer. You're going to only have to bet $1 to be able to get 200 over at Bet365. They're jumping into the betting space. Really cool stuff that they have going. No strings attached. You're simply depositing $10. You put in 1. You're going to get $200 in bet credits. And if you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER in the bottom right corner of your screen. Alrighty, y'all. We have 8 games. We're adding 2 to Monday's total. Look at me doing math. Let's get to the picks. Let's get to it here with Bucks and Magic. 2 important injury designations of note, 1 from each side. Drew Holiday questionable for Milwaukee, and Wendell Carter Jr. questionable for Orlando. Carter was ruled out with this hip issue just before last game, and considering the Magic have little to nothing to play for, makes sense for them to be cautious here. As for Holiday, they've got the injury listed as a sore neck, which, when you're 7.5-point favorites against the Magic, means you probably can be cautious with him if you need to be. But if he wakes up and he's fine, he just plays, right? Right? I don't know. I've had kinks in my neck and I don't want to do anything, but, we'll find out. What I'm saying is I do think Holiday is far more likely to play than Carter Jr., but we'll just see tomorrow as I'm not attacking the spread in either direction. Don't think I'll be able to react to 2 kind of improbable spots. Feel like it probably is leaning towards maybe if both play. It's just an efficient number at 7.5. And with no props, yet knowing we're unlikely to get them anytime soon, hard to give much analysis at all, but the real ones in the premium Discord on Sunday, you know what I'm going to recommend because Bull, he is playing your backup center in the event that you do have this opportunity. Like they're going to have that Mo Wagner madness once again. Everything looks pretty efficient with him. Starters minutes, everything makes sense, but Bull was very undervalued. 7.5 points, 4.5 rebounds. Those were his 2 lines. So want you to be paying attention to those. We smashed both. It was fun times. But until more information is available in terms of props, until they show up, we'll lean the under of 233, because that's the only thing that looks remotely appealing at the moment. But I'm not betting it. So don't bet it. Maybe it's Bull season again. That'd be fun. Go him. Pretty weird spot. Wizards heading to Detroit. The Pistons on a back-to-back. And boy, they look brutal without Killian Hayes and Bojan Bogdanovic and Jalen Duren and Isaiah Stewart and Rodney McGruder and, of course, Cade Cunningham. But my God, this team is dormant. Dormant, your word of the day. And now they're playing consecutive days and facing a rested Wizards team. Suppose the only Mr. Brightside, if you will, shout out the Killers, is Kyle Kuzma and Monty Morris remain questionable for the Wizards. But even still, how do you possibly back them with this iteration of a basketball team in any way, shape, or form? Just pure brutality. They also only played Alec Burks like 23 minutes and only 7 minutes in the second half. And I'm pretty upset about that for prize picks purposes, but we move on. Another spot where you should wait, but come on. Wizards money line is a parlay piece. Has to be the play here. Only reason I don't like it yet is because I want to see what the number looks like. If we're talking major minus money, maybe just stick away. Like we're talking minus 300 or longer, but otherwise, I'm leaning this direction. Might make sense. I'm going to double back with the Odd Shopper tools. You can sign up for that in the premium Discord as well. We have OS Pro. Check that out. That is going to be what helps make my decisions when it comes to some of these larger minus money pieces, if they make sense, putting them in the parlay builder. I think it's something you should try out yourself too. But Washington money line, that is where I am leaning as it stands. Now you're in New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. Nothing quickly can't do. Sorry. But the 39-27 New York Knickerbockers, what is going on, baby? It's good stuff. They're hosting the lowly Charlotte Hornets. There will not be singing in the streets. Now, who was the guy who said you should bet on this team in the second half of the season? Oh, yeah, it was me. That was me who does that. Yeah, they're pretty good. I'm not sure the Josh Hart acquisition is the thing that opened the floodgates, but friends, it sure didn't effing hurt. Since acquiring Josh Hart, the Knicks have rattled off 9 in a row, including home and road wins against the Eastern Conference favorite Boston Celtics. Yeah, that double OT game of the year in my book so far, and shout out to the Jalen Brunson-less team for pulling off the feat. Emmanuel quickly, 50 plus. Well, anyway, Brunson's questionable again for this go-around, which certainly matters and is going to restrict us from getting Knicks point guard props anytime soon. You know, because Quickly's playing either 44 or 28 minutes based on Brunson's availability, so kind of some range of outcomes to deal with there. But we do have Julius Randle, 4.5 assists posted with plus 115 money over at DK, which makes sense at 4.5, considering he averages just 4.2, but then he gets the pace-up Charlotte matchup. But Brunson could be back to eat up more of the workload, and there's plus money on this under. And Quickly, if he is the guy who's out there quite a bit, does play with the ball in his hand quite a bit. Kind of saw that against Boston. So yeah, I actually like this play, which I didn't expect to be saying entering tonight. Under on 4.5 assists for Julius Randle. Me likey. I do not like me singing. Sorry about that. It's a little jarring. Probably animals going to be barking at my YouTube videos. Sorry about it. LOL to this one. My God. Sixers, second leg of a back-to-back for them. My Minnesota Timberwolves hosting them, and not available. We don't have lines. We don't have the money line spread or total for any of them. So I'm going to go Minnesota money line because there's a chance Joel Embiid, James Harden rest, one of the two. Probably Embiid. They've been faking injuries for him all season. Why stop now? So there you go. Minnesota money line. Go Bear. Who care? Ow now, brown cow. Minnesota money line. Good talk. Glad we had it. This is far more interesting. And besides the fact that I hate this graphic, I'm telling you, this is a great deal. Bet $1, get $200 in bonus bets. Here is the process. If you are in New Jersey, Colorado, Ohio, or Virginia, congratulations, because this is the best deal that I've ever seen by a sports book, period. And I had to look it up myself. I had a buddy who was in Colorado. I was like, hey, can you take a look at this and make sure that this is correct? Because if this is indeed true, this is the best deal, period. Well, he signed up. He put $10 in. He bet $1 on the Cleveland Cavaliers money line. Apparently, he didn't believe me. Hopefully, he enjoys that 80 cents. But you, my friends, will get the same thing he did. And that is $200 in bonus bets just by doing it. So again, it doesn't matter what you do with that dollar. Just have it be something that grades out immediately. You're going to get $200 in bonus bets, and you can fire that up. We have March Madness coming out. We've got the NBA streets that I'm covering every single Monday through Friday. Check this out. And of course, Sundays in the premium Discord as well. But this is the best deal I've ever seen. Again, $1. You deposit $10 into your Bet365 account. Takes you all of about 2 minutes to be able to sign up for it. You bet $1 on anything, and you're going to get $200 in bonus bets, no strings attached. 21 and over. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-522-4700, better known as 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, my friends, thank you to Bet365. This is great stuff. New Jersey, Colorado, Ohio, I should be able to say that, and Virginia. Those are your 4 lovely states. Good for you. Every other state, get your shit together. Alrighty, y'all, back to the picks. This is a wild little spot, I gotta say, because You know my feelings about making locks, making assumptions, doing things when there is no injury news pending. And as of right now, recording this Monday night, the year of our Lord 2023, on Tuesday, well, it's not Monday as I'm talking right now, but for Tuesday, March 7th, the only piece on the injury report from either team, is Ben Simmons, who is out going up against this Houston team, and he doesn't matter, let's be serious. But just throwing it out there, well, he matters. Well, not to Philadelphia, he sure doesn't. But looking at this Brooklyn side, this team is just fun to watch. And I'm not sure if you guys have been able to tune in. Get your league pass shit together if you haven't. But telling you right now, Brooklyn Nets, they got all the wings. They have everybody. Look down the line of this entire basketball team. We have Cameron Johnson. We have Dorian Finney-Smith. We have Royce O'Neal. We have, well, that's pretty much it. Joe Harris doesn't count. But I'm omitting, of course, Mikal Bridges. And Mikal Bridges, this dude is playing some serious basketball. And I tweeted in jest, you can follow me at Eric Lindquist. I said, hey, the Nets traded Kevin Durant and they got a younger, healthier Kevin Durant. Kind of a joke, but also we're kind of seeing him being an offensively functional player for the first time in a long time. And you want to be ahead of the curve on these things. I think I've been a little bit slow to the boot, but I think the books have too, because when you played on a basketball team with Chris Paul, when you play on a basketball team with Devin Booker, you are not going to be the offensive centerpiece, period, end of story. Spencer Dinwiddie is actually going out and distributing too. They're playing up in pace. I like watching this Brooklyn team play a lot, and now they get a Houston matchup with a 230 total. I started running some numbers, and I have Mikal Bridges projected for north of 26.5 points tomorrow, right around 26.8 to be exact. His line is at 23.5 with standard juice. You know what that means when it's more than 3 points differentiated there? It means that I have to lock that damn player. So Mikal Bridges, points prop, over 23.5. I'm not points chasing by any means, in any way, shape, or form, but he has played 43 and 41 minutes in competitive games the last two. They are still a team that projects out in the upper echelon of the Eastern Conference. They have a 36 and 28 record, even without Kyrie Irving, even without Kevin Durant there now. They could be competitive. I'm not saying they're going to be, but I like watching them. And Mikal Bridges, keep doing your damn thing, sir. 22 and 21 shot attempts the last two. Seems nifty to me. Get yourself to the line. He's been doing that a lot too. 7, 8, 9, 8 times. Just getting to the line with a lot more frequency than he ever did in Phoenix. I know that I made this graphic just say lock here, and I'm just stammering and keep talking, but count all the ways that I am obsessed with Mikal Bridges over 23.5 against Jalen Green and Kevin Porter Jr. Lock. Pretty wild spot here. I'm a little bit surprised by this line, and I get it. Everybody wants to bag on the Golden State Warriors. And oh, Eric, have you seen their record on the road this year? Eric, they're 7 and 24 away from home. Eric, they're so terrible. Well, they're 3.5 point favorites going up against OKC, and that is with SGA back in. But I will say, the major piece of news to keep apprised of here, Jalen Williams is questionable. If they're trying to tank, just sit Jalen Williams. Who gives a flying F, if you know what I mean? But Golden State, of course, Andrew Wiggins out. Draymond Green, he is probable. Those are your only two pieces on the injury report for Golden State, because Steph Curry back in action. How good it is for them. It didn't work out in a win against the Lakers the other night, which is a little bit surprising. 218 total from those two together. Pretty brutal. Although Steph Curry looked all right. 27 points, 8 for 20 shooting, 5 for 13 from the field. Nothing impressive by any means, but he'll play himself back in shape. I expect 30 minutes here, and that's good enough going up against SGA and company, but these damn dirty OKC liars. SGA played 37 minutes his first game back in 2 weeks. How dare you? How dare you? It's Greta Thunberg joke. I didn't see myself going that direction anytime soon, but I do see myself going to the Golden State side here for a tiny, itsy-bitsy bit of value. If you've watched Jalen Williams play, you know he confirmed matters. If he ends up sitting, this minus 170 is going to turn into something else very, very quickly. I think this is the parlay piece that you've been looking for. These are the droids you've been looking for. So, Golden State, put it together, put on a sweater, get yourself some money. We can do it together. Golden State money line. I like it. 2 games to go. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Eric Lindquist. Don't forget to check out Bet365 as we go to Utah and Dallas. And why am I talking about that stuff now? Well, because I don't see a damn thing here. There are props. We have to wait on news on the Lauri Markkanen side of the fence, which I guess matters when it's the best player on the Utah side. They're still without Colin Sexton. There's no line here. We have Dallas not playing all that well with Luka and Kyrie together, but it should improve. And Maxi Kleber, he's questionable with this hamstring injury he's had since 1948. Just saying. Why can't we have a line here, though? It's not like Luka or Kyrie are questionable. And as far as I understand, Lauri Markkanen was supposed to be probable going into this game. So, lean emoji? Lean emoji. I refuse to give a pick. See, these are the things I can do because this is a bureaucracy. It's not a democracy. That's what I wanted to say. Is it a beer? You know, it doesn't matter. Lean. We go to the next game. Last game of the night. Fire it up, Alicia. Well, I gave you a lean emoji last game, but I'm going to leave you with a lock. And I'm running something back from the premium Discord. Again, these are the reasons you want to be there. I talk through all the analysis every single day, talking and responding to DMs. You can sign up for that in the video description box below. Really, really great stuff. But this is why you want to be there, because beauties like on Sunday show up, and I hammered a line. But I'll set the table here first. The Memphis Grizzlies facing the Los Angeles Lakers. We know the Lakers, despite what we saw against Golden State, going to be up in pace. Memphis still have all the defensive pieces, even absent Ja Morant, because, you know, they have to play a lot of defense. That's why you're seeing a 226.5 total. A lot lower than you would expect from both of these teams together. We'll be paying attention to very little from the Lakers side. You know, D'Angelo Russell continues to be, you know, questionable forever, it feels like. We'll see. But Anthony Davis, that is the main piece. As long as he's probable, and he is, everything makes sense on the Lakers side. But Memphis, no Ja Morant. You already knew no Steven Adams, no Brandon Clark. I think I was correct about my Xavier Tillman analysis, but that's not who we're talking about here. We are talking about Tyus Jones. Who? Tyus Jones. Who? Tyus Jones. Back then, hoes did not want him. Now he's hot. Hoes are all hit on him. And I'm telling you why. Because this man, 26.5 points. It was 24.5 points. Points plus rebounds plus assists. 24.5 was the number on Sunday. And I stared at it. I had him projected for 30. I'm not joking, because again, I look at this team and I think the Brandon Clark absence, him being out for the season now with this Achilles injury, along with Ja Morant, is going to condense things quite a bit, because Memphis, they still want to try to win basketball games. I don't know what's going on with Ja Morant. I don't think Ja Morant knows what's going on with Ja Morant, but I do know Tyus Jones, I have long believed, coming out of Duke, is one of the best backup point guards in the NBA, and he showed it. 36 minutes, just threw a nuke down on the Clippers the other night, 25, 12, and 3, with 5 steals. But that's the kind of production you're going to get from a very serviceable backup in this kind of an offense. He can create. Obviously, you saw with the 12 assists. He just never was getting the kind of minutes you would want to make him any kind of serviceable play on a points plus rebounds plus assists. They never even posted these kind of numbers. So when they posted 24.5, it was hammered to the moon, my friends. So, just saying, I stay flossing in that candy paint, rolling dank, sip a drink on an 8-4 swag. We are going to take Tyus Jones, 26.5, minus 105. Yes, inside of standard juice. Over at DraftKings, I am projected for 30.5, better than the Clippers spot. That is a lock button special. We're running it back. Yeah, I have no more Mike Jones jokes. Let's leave. And that does it for another edition of Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. Don't forget to let me know your favorite plays. I'm always checking that comment section. Check out Bet365. So glad to have them along as sponsors here. Bet $1. Get yourself $200 in bet credits over there right now in New Jersey, Colorado, Ohio, or Virginia. Good for all of you, folks. Good for all of you. Alrighty, y'all. I'll be back on Wednesday. Until then, I'm Eric Lindquist. Best of luck in the NBA streets on Tuesday.